our first equation is 3x plus y equals 19, and the second equation is 4x minus y equals 2. We're going to use elimination method to solve this, okay? What does it mean to eliminate something? Exactly, it means to get rid of it. Get rid of it. So think about this. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get rid of a variable. If I have two unknown variables, I cannot solve this. If you were just given this, 3x plus y equals 19, if you don't know x and you don't know y, you can't solve it. If I got rid of the y, for example, could you solve it? If it said 3x equals 19, could you figure out x? Yes, right? So we're trying to eliminate a variable, get rid of one of the variables. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to eliminate a variable. I have a 3x and a 4x. If I add or subtract those together, does that make 0? I have a positive 1y and I have a negative 1y. If I add those together, do I get 0? What's positive 1 plus negative 1? Does it give me 0? Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to add these two equations together. Okay? So if you have a negative variable and a positive, we're going to add them. I want you to copy this down. What happens if both of them were positives? What if I had two positive y's, for example? How do I get rid of two? How do I get rid of a 1, a positive 1, and a positive 1? What do I have to do with them? Add them together or subtract them? Subtract them. So this is the rule you need to remember. Okay? If the variables are negative and positive, so we have a positive and a negative, then I know I'm going to add the equations together. If both of the variables have the same sign, so it could be a positive and positive, if I take them away, I get 0. What if I have a negative and a negative? What's a negative 1? Take away a negative 1. 0. Okay? So if the signs are the same, you always subtract. Always. If the signs are different, you always add. Okay? So in this question, we are going to add the two equations together. So line them up as though you were adding them. So let's rewrite it here. 3x plus 1y equals 19, and then write it down underneath. 4x take away 1y equals 2. Those are the two equations, and I'm going to add them together. Okay? Now you're just adding. We'll start here. Make sure you watch the signs, right? We have 19 plus 2. Line up your equal sign. We'll do this first. 19 plus 2 equals what? 21. Right? I have positive 1 plus, right? Plus a negative 1. What happens when you take a positive and you add a negative? What does it become? 0. So you have actually eliminated that. 0y is the same as just writing 0, right? 0 times anything is 0. Now I have to add what? 3x and 4x. If I have 3 x's and I add 4 x's, how many x's do I have? 7 x's. That looks easy now. I have 7x equals 21. That's what we just came up with, right? Because we got rid of the y's. Can you solve for y? What's y? Divide both sides by x equals 3. Okay, so if I know that x is equal to 3, well, we're trying to solve this, which means we have to figure out the point of intersection, so I need to know x and y. If x is 3, what can I do with that information to find y? Plug it into, does it matter which equation? Nope, because we're saying that this is the value of x and y for both of the equations. So you guys tell me, do you want to plug in x equals 3 for equation 1 or equation 2? 1 or 2? 1. Sure, let's do 1 because there's no negatives. If I had 3 apples, for example, how would I get rid of them? Take away the 3 apples. If I have 5 pears, how would I get rid of them? take them away. If I have a negative 10x, how do I get rid of that? Add it. Add a 10x to it. So you remember this? This is the zero principle. You do the opposite operation to basically you're canceling it out and making it 0. All of these would be equal to 0. And remember, so that's your first equation. And we said that x is equal to what? 3. So I'm going to plug that in here into the first equation. Doesn't matter which equation we pick. And we're just going to solve for y. So 3 times 3 plus y equals 19. What's 3 times 3? 9 plus y equals 19. We get rid of the plus 9. It becomes take away 9. So y is equal to 10. That's it. So therefore, the point of intersection, the solution to this linear system is what as a coordinate? 3, 10.